Hi guys, let's get into it. Yeah, I'm finally on to this, but it's been a minute because I've been late. But it's better late than never, right? So we finally have the Tyler Perry Sisters last episode of the season 9, episode 22, The Hangover. Let's get into this recap. So it continues off where after everybody that been out partying, everybody's in their respectable homes. Fatima and Zach, they wake up, hugged up together. Then we got Karen and Aaron, they're hugged up, pulling each other close, having a moment. Andy, she is awoken by her mom, and she sleep on the couch talking in her sleep, and her mom throws a pillow at her, waking her up. Danny, she is woken up by Officer Green. Sabrina, she wakes up and she's just basically like disoriented, thinking like, how the heck did I get home? And then she slowly readjusts and gets herself together. She walks out to her room and she sees that Rich is there on the couch. Meanwhile, Maurice, he's having a moment of drinking his coffee or whatever, and he looks over at the vision board, and then he looks over and he got Dylan asleep on his bed, so he lays down and rubs on him, and Dylan, reciprocates the, the energy or whatever. So it's just like giving, yeah, all the girls have fun, and everybody got their respective partners, except Andy, of course. So, um, Sabrina and Rich, she was like, "Hey, Rich," and he woke up and he was like, Zach told me that you was throwing up outside the club, so I decided to come and check on you. And he was like, "We ain't do nothing, no funny business. I put you in your bed. I slept you on the couch to make sure you was good, safe." So, she was just like, kind of like, "So you and Zach are close?" He was like, "He's my boy. He's pretty cool, whatever the case would be." But Tima made it known that if I try anything, my face will be plastered on the back. And she was like, "All right, cool." She thanked him for that. Then, as he was getting ready to go, because he about to go meet up with Tony to go to the gym, she was like, Rich, you want to have coffee? He was like, "Well, I got 15 minutes to spare." So they started talking, having a moment, and she basically was just like, I guess, in her feelings all over again, like, dang, I really miss this man. Even after all we've been through, in her mind thinking probably like, he's still here. Like, thinking maybe I should give him another chance. You will see. So they sipping coffee. Well, at first he was hesitant. He was like, "Any poison in this?" She was like, "No." So they chopped it up, whatever. Meanwhile, Danny wakes up. She goes to the bathroom, like, "What are you doing here?" He was like, "You want to go about like round six?" She was like, "Oh no." She went to the bathroom, whatever, guys, up together. He's talking about get back in the bed. He is messy and a playerish type. Like, you have no regards to what people be telling you, but you just here for a good time. So whatever. So at this moment, he was talking about get back in the bed. She was like, "No, you need to go." He was like, "No, we should just try one more time. You should go." And she's like, "No, you should go." By this time, Tony walks in the door, and it's just like, "Yeah, Danny, you messed up." Like, granted, y'all going through your things, but y'all didn't officially break up. Like, it wasn't even that long. It probably was like a day for them. They with their situation, that happened, and it was just like, dang, Tony didn't have nothing to say to her. He was just like, "Stop calling my name. Don't call my phone ever." And yeah, for all that, yeah, don't call your name. Get that guy out of her place. Like, you should have never did that. Her and not her. Him and the Officer Green got into it. They started throwing stuff on her apartment. It was just like they forgot where they was at that moment. So she was trying to tell them to stop or whatever. She ended up breaking it up. They done broke bad stuff in her house. They was like, "Why are you fighting him? He's a police officer." So Tony left, Officer Green left, and it was just like, dang, Danny was just like in the mood, like, yeah, she messed up for real. So after that, Karen and Aaron, they're packed their apartment, whatever the case may be. By this time, her mom comes in. She got her uniform back on, telling her that she had good news that she's gonna be stationed 45 minutes from them in Seattle. So that was good. And Aaron said, "Well, so we're gonna have a babysitter like soon?" And she was like, not that fast. He talked about next week. She's like, not that fast. So Karen gave her all the instructions about what she's gonna tell the movers and stuff like that. So while they get ready to go ahead to Zach and Fatima's, they know what to do. By this time, Fatima, she comes out on her balcony. She overhears some talking. It just happens to be Mr. Keys. Mr. Keys is telling somebody on the line that, yeah, Zach is his only son. It's not the right time to tell him. Blah, 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 this. By this time, Fatima then went back into the house. He decides to look up off the phone, look up, see if anyone's there, see if nobody heard him. And we're going to see. So everybody starts arriving to the cookout or whatever the case may be. Danny pulls up, and when she gets outside, she gets a phone call, and it happens to be Sabrina. Sabrina was telling her, like, yeah, you at the cookout already? She was like, yeah, I just pulled up in front of you. She was like, I gotta tell you this, I got feelings for Rich again. I think I give him another chance. She's like, listen, I ain't got time to hear this right now. She don't. So she ended up going, hang up, goes inside. She greets with Fatima, talking and stuff like that. By this time, Karen and them pulls up. They see the baby and all this other stuff. Then Andy and them pull up. Not Karen, Pam and Maurice, they pull up and with his white man. And the rest is like, who rang the white boy? Yeah, so they chop and end up having a good time. By this time, Sabrina, she's on the phone getting ready to like head over there. She gets a call from Paige. Paige is telling her, like, I can't find the key. She called Maurice. Maurice said he could go find it in hell. You know Maurice, he don't give a crap what you got going on. Listen, it is what it is. So she said, I guess I gotta make my way there. I'm gonna be late to this cookout. Right as she about to turn, I think she had the right of way. Or she was in the turning lane, whatever. This car comes out of nowhere. End up flipping her car up and over, and she's basically just flipped over in the car, unconscious and all. And nobody knows what's going on. Or they ain't getting no phone calls or nothing. And everybody's just like, well, Sabrina. Everybody keep calling her. There's no answer. So, well, hopefully she get here soon, especially Karen, because she's getting ready to leave. She don't want to miss her flight, but she just want to see everybody all. You know, that's her girls. So, yeah. By this time, Fatima, she done changed her clothes or whatever. And she's chopping it up with Zach while they at the bar in the back and about the meat and stuff like that. And she started asking Mr. Keith's questions, and he was just like not really paying her no mind, but kind of answering her questions at the same time. So it was just like Zach was like, "Listen, I don't got time for no drama, nothing like that. Just can we just be peaceful and just have it, and then we could talk about this suspicions, accusations, all this good stuff, all the bad stuff later. Okay, I just want to live in this moment with all the people I love." And just keep it moving. She's like, all right, cool. Come to find out, Andy's mom and Zach's dad, Mr. Keys, they felt got a little thing going on. Everybody was like, how the heck that happened? And Karen was like, just let the boomers, be have a moment, whatever. And Andy was just like, no, no, no. She was like, listen, listen. I'm grown, she's grown, but it is what it is. Let them have their moment. She just basically kept side eyeing them and seeing where things were going. But yeah, by this time, Andy said she had to leave to go somewhere. Next, they all outside. Her car gets put on fire. I wonder who did that. People were saying could have been Dr. Vaughn. We said, well, you're gonna regret not talking to me. I don't know. We don't know. We do not know. Or it could be Gary for Avengers, but then again, Gary been left episodes ago, so who knows? Who really got it out for Andy? At this point, it's giving Dr. Bob. Yeah, his feelings was hurt. So we're gonna see. Hopefully, they find out what's wrong with Sabrina, if she's, lived to see, you know, and what happens to Andy's car, because it's like everybody's seen that. But yeah, that was this episode in a nutshell. It took me forever, but we finally here. This was a great season. Honestly, I could say they did this one really good. So, with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.